The cylindrical creatures known as the Traeki are truly a marvel to behold. They are made up of a series of rotating rings, each of which performs a unique function and contributes to the organism's collective consciousness. These peaceful swamp dwellers were originally organic and grew from a type of symbiotic waxy fungus that linked together. They had specific toroid rings for locomotion, long-term memory, and processing organic material to produce useful compounds. However, a warlike species controversially improved the Traeki by adding a master control ring that acted as a fungal infection, forcing each ring to be bonded to the top ring and obedient. This version, known as the Jofa, was eventually wiped out by a mysterious force that only attacked from within black holes. The Jofa left behind only artificial organisms, androids that acted like their original organic forms, but were less creative and lacking in the love of art and poetry. The Traeki, meanwhile, have returned to their simple ways, happy to reside in swamps and never venture into space again. The Traeki are not a large species, with each ring having a size of about 3 feet in diameter and weighing about 50 pounds. Their method of locomotion is through spinning their rings in a coordinated manner, allowing them to move swiftly through their swampy habitats. Their ability to manipulate objects is limited, but they have developed their own unique methods for agility. The Traeki possess a heightened sense of smell and taste and have an acute sense of hearing, but their vision is limited. The biology of the Traeki is a complex network of fungal and organic material, and they grow by expanding their rings and adding new ones as needed. Reproduction is achieved by splitting into 2 or more separate stacks. They feed on organic material, and their ability to process it allows them to produce a variety of useful compounds, from epoxy resins to medical-grade drugs. The Traeki are well adapted to their swamp habitats, but they are vulnerable to certain diseases and afflictions. They are not known for any excessive forms of entertainment, but they are deeply connected to the natural world around them and are able to experience great joy through their sensory perception. The cultural and commercial value of the Traeki is largely unknown, but they are rumored to have the ability to achieve great feats of engineering and construction. However, it is unclear if they are actively involved in any intergalactic conflicts or working with other species. Human interaction with the Traeki is limited, but they are generally viewed as peaceful and non-threatening. However, their unique biology and capabilities make them a subject of fascination and intrigue. There are few documented encounters with the Traeki, but the few who have interacted with them have found them to be gentle and friendly beings. Traeki are a truly unique and intriguing species, with a rich history and fascinating biology. They may not be the most well-known creatures in the galaxy, but their presence leaves a lasting impact on those who have the privilege of encountering them. End of file.
The Splugorth, also known as the Transdimensional Slavers, are a fascinating and terrifying species, unlike any other in the multiverse. With their huge cyclopean eyes, spiny protuberances, and up to a dozen tentacled arms, the Splugorth are truly a sight to behold, but it's not just their appearance that sets them apart. These creatures are incredibly long-lived, with an average age of over 100,000 years, and they possess immense strength and regenerative abilities. Despite their fearsome reputation, the Splugorth are also incredibly intelligent and have a highly advanced psionic sense. This allows them to perceive the multiverse in ways that are beyond human understanding and to communicate with their life force fragments in other dimensions. They use this sense to dominate the black market trade, selling exotic and powerful drugs and magical weapons to anyone who will pay the price. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Splugorth is their names, with names like splyncryth, AJsGuidetoETs, and even plisterbrithurth. Just trying to spell their names correctly is enough to drive lesser beings mad. But the real power of the Splugorth lies in their mastery of magic, particularly through the sale of rune weapons, including indestructible rune swords. Despite their fearsome reputation, the Splugorth are also rumored to be capable of great feats of engineering, including building their own colonies and dominating the magic trade in any new dimensional nexus world. But their past remains shrouded in mystery. Some speculate that the Splugorth are ancient beings that have existed for hundreds of millennia, while others believe that they are the result of a long-forgotten experiment gone wrong. Regardless of their origin, the Splugorth are not to be trifled with. They are considered to be one of the most dangerous species in the multiverse, and are widely feared and respected by humans and other sapient alien races alike. But despite their fearsome reputation, there is also a certain fascination with the Splugorth, a strange allure that draws people to them. Whether it's their mastery of magic, their incredible strength, or simply their sheer size and power, there is no denying that the Splugorth are truly a force to be reckoned with. So the next time you're wandering through the multiverse and come across a Splugorth, remember these creatures are not to be underestimated. And while they may seem like classic bad guys, it's important to remember that they are also incredibly intelligent, powerful, and ancient beings that have been around for hundreds of millennia. Just be careful not to get on their bad side, or you may find yourself on the wrong end of a rune weapon. End of file.